Okay, here's the truth. I couldn't have signed you if I wanted to, all right?
Okay.
I didn't come from a signing tonight. I haven't signed anybody in 7 years. My label's completely lost all faith in me.
So why did you give me your card?
Force of habit. If I look homeless, it's because I practically am. I left my home about a year or so ago, and I wasn't celebrating tonight. I was drinking my off, standing on a subway platform ready to kill myself, and then I heard your song. Want to get a beer?
Sure.
That was just a small sample of Begin Again. This film is a new soul-stirring comedy that critics are saying hits the summer sweet spot. The story is about what happens when a disgraced record label exec meets a singer-songwriter who was just dumped by her rock star boyfriend in New York.
Oh, ouch. Begin Again stars Keira Knightley, Adam Levine, and the always lovable Mark Ruffalo. Mark joins us now to tell us more. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Florida. How are you? How you doing?
Good, good. So excited to have you on the show this morning. I first fell in love with you in 13 going on 30, so I truly mean you are extremely lovable.
No, thank you very much. How can I not love that?
Oh, well, tell us a little bit about Begin Again and kind of what attracted you to this movie and this role.
Well, you know, it's one of these kind of very gregarious record, music industry people who, has had a really successful run, but sort of finds himself hitting a midlife crisis and his relationship with his wife is faltering, and he's got a 13-year-old daughter who's very precocious, and so he's one of these very fun, outspoken people, but just a drunk version of him. And he sort of needs to get back to his self and what he really loved about his life and his work, and kind of stumbles upon this singer-songwriter, Keira Knightley, and through her and his relationship with her sort of finds his way back to himself and his family and his life. And so it's unlike most romantic comedies, it's actually funny and romantic.
Well, what was it like working with Keira Knightley and Adam Levine as well?
It was great. She does all the singing in the movie, and that's the first time she's ever done anything like that. So, no one really knew what to expect.
Yeah, I was going to ask that, if that was really her singing.
Voice. Yeah, that's really her. And, they were ready for someone else to do the singing. They'd already sort of hired somebody, and then they heard her in the studio, and everyone just, were high-fiving each other. They had no idea that she was so talented. She didn't even know that she was so talented.
Wow. Well, how about you, Mark? Will we hear you sing or play, or how... Nothing.
I do the bass line. There's a bit of me playing bass with the band at one point. I was a bass player in a little kind of indie rock group in the 80s, a little garage band in Virginia Beach where I grew up. But Adam Levine is in it, and he does some great singing, and CeeLo Green is in it.
You don't need to sing, though. That we still love you, Mark.
You don't need me. You don't want me singing.
Well, Mark, I have a hard time getting the men to come to any romantic movies with me, but I like that you said romantic and funny. Is this one you think the fellas are going to like as well?
Yeah, because I think the character of Dan is really fun, and I think they'll be able to enjoy him for his his sort of bluster and his irreverence and his sort of drunkenness. I think he's a fun character, and I think that's a character that the guys can really hang on to when they're dragged to this movie. I don't feel like they'll be like sneaking off to look at their, to play their Angry Birds between popcorn runs.
I love that you're honest with us about it. I love it. Well, as we close here, what's next for you? What else are we going to see you? What else are you working on?
I'm shooting Avengers 2 here. People seem to be interested in that movie.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. I have Foxcatcher coming out in November, which is a movie I did with Channing Tatum and Steve Carell that won Best Director at Cannes this last festival.
Channing and
looking
Steve
forward
Carell
to-
must
to-
be
to
rough,
getting
Carly, huh?
Mark, thank you so much for taking some time with us this
Thank
morning,
you.
and I really do mean that. We absolutely love you,
Adore
and
you.
yeah, we'll be watching.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. It's very sweet.
All right, for more on Begin Again, all you have to do is head to our website, fox4morningblend.com. All right, how about a home makeover? Doesn't that sound nice?
Yeah, and here's the kicker. You don't have to lift a single finger. Up next, how Maid Pro wants to do the dirty work for you.